It's fall, and while the garden is finally settling down, landscaping is ramping up. Stick around for a fall landscaping project. Hello friends! Today we are going to put this arborvitae in the ground and this boxwood in the ground. Before we do that, we need to dig a bed for it, and we'll put this edging around it. I've never put this edging in, but it looks fairly simple. I have the rubber mallet ready to pound in the stakes. I had a garden in the past in another house that had this type of edging, and it was pretty good at keeping the grass and the weeds out. So this is an upstanding emerald arborvitae. It's supposed to reach 15 feet tall, 8 feet wide in 10 years. So not huge, but not a dwarf arborvitae. And the boxwood is a boxwood green mountain. I've had these for a while. I didn't get them in the ground this spring. My bad. It's best not to plant these types of shrubs / trees in the heat of summer. So I kept them watered throughout the summer so that I could do it in the fall. There are brown patches in this arborvitae, and I'm hoping that they fill in with new green growth. Okay, let's figure out the perimeter. I've got 20 feet of edging down here, and let's get started on creating this bed. Here are my tools. I have this edger and a shovel, drug buckets, and here is the location. There used to be a crabapple tree planted here. I think right around here. I have to test the ground first. And it fell into the street prior to my buying the house. And it left kind of a mushy, weird area. It was raised up for a while. It's kind of leveled out now. And crabgrass grew in. So I have nothing planted in the yard, no trees and no landscaping. So I thought, let me make one myself. So it's going to be hard work, but it'll be worth it. Okay, so here's what I've laid out. This will be a good size for now. As the arborvitae grows and becomes wider, if I need to widen this planting bed, I will. I'll buy more edging, and I'll just dig out more turf. And also, if the boxwood and the arborvitae grow together and it looks ridiculous, then I'll relocate the boxwood. But for now, here's what we're working with. Okay, that wasn't fun. I think of all the garden jobs out there, digging a new bed is the worst. As I was digging, I kept hitting these old tree roots. These are some of the bigger pieces. I'm going to plant the boxwood first, and then allow for a good amount of space between that and arborvitae. So let's get digging. Okay, here's our hole. I read to dig it a couple times bigger than the root ball around, and then depth-wise, you want the top of the root ball to be just about flush with the ground. I'm going to place the arborvitae right here. It gives a good amount of space, a couple feet, all the way around for growth, because it'll spread out around 4 feet-ish on each side. So if it overhangs the edging, that's okay, because I'll weed whack around that. And it's a fairly good distance from the boxwood, but again, if I need to expand this at a later date, I will. Okay, let's get digging again. Okay, here's the hole. It's hard to really get a perspective on depth from the camera. So here's how it's looking. I'm going to fill in a little soil underneath the root ball, and then I'll fill in all around it. Friends, thank you so much for watching until the end. This was a bigger project. It took about 3 hours all in. Perhaps you have a little landscaping you'd like to do as well. If you have a bad back, however, I wouldn't recommend doing it. Have a wonderful week, everyone.